So A-Reece has recently been trending for addressing the situation with him and Nasty C. So before we get into the video, let's read the tweet. And he says, David and I aren't beefing or anything like that. The narrative should start collecting dust at this point. None of what's happening is currently intended to feed into that BS, and if I can keep it a bean, dropping on the same day would actually be amazing for South African hip-hop, which has never happened before if you think about it. Two giants, two different sounds, two different fan bases, one culture. I mean, add Shane in there too. Imagine that. Now, I want to talk about how the hip-hop industry keeps using Nasty C, right? I want to start with the situation from when I Love It Here released, right? When I Love It Here released, Nasty C promoted his album. He prepared for his album. He had a rollout for his album. And then out of nowhere, Casper Nyovest came through to say he's dropping a hip-hop album on the same day as Nasty C.
Get to it, man. AfricanThrone.com. Go out there, get the tickets you saw, you heard on the live. Me and Cass dropping albums on the same day. The tour will not be over by then, so we definitely will be performing the album fresh. You know, I'm doing some unreleased, he's doing some unreleased. It's gonna be a good fucking time, man. We're celebrating African hip-hop. This thing is beautiful, bro. You know, it's all just coming together.
Casper Nyovest during the time was kind of cancelled by hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? He needed a way to come back into the picture. He needed a way for us to accept his project and play his music, right? So what's better to say than I'm dropping on the same day as Nasty C? After that, I'm going to have a whole tour with Nasty C, right? Now, recently, with Nasty C, his new mixtape or album, I'm not sure, but it's titled Free, he has been doing a lot of promo for this. He's been having a whole big rollout for this, right? He's been like the most active artist in South Africa in terms of promoting his project, right? And now he releases his pre-order date. He releases when he's dropping. And then all of a sudden, A-Reece has an EP that he's dropping as well. Come on. Come on. And now, it really seems as though Nasty C just keeps putting people on with his name. And I know the fans are going to take this like, you can't say that something good is happening in hip-hop. No, nothing good is happening in hip-hop. A-Reece is always doing this. A-Reece always has a specific person to roll out his album with. Last year, it was Usmamani. The previous one before that with P2, it was Casper. And I know you guys are like, how is it Casper? Because the whole P2 was based around dissing Casper. There's always a rollout with A-Reece. This is his rollout, him dropping on the same day as Nasty C. And now Nasty C is even going to bring back someone from the dead, Shane Eagle, because he's going to drop on the same day as him, and now we're going to have to give him a listen too. This is totally unfair on Nasty C. And if you guys are not seeing that, and you guys are like, I'm glazing Nasty C, or I'm trying to be, I don't know. Because this is clearly not a moment for hip-hop. This is clearly a moment for A-Reece. We all know how big a Nasty C is than both of these guys combined. Let's go look at numbers. Let's go look at Spotify monthly listeners. Nasty C is way too big for these guys. Let's not even front, right? So you mentioning that you dropping on the same day as Nasty C, the GOAT currently, what do you think that is going to do for you? What do you think that's going to do for your album? This is always A-Reece's rollouts. Always A-Reece's rollouts. He's always doing the same thing. And when are we going to clock it? Now everyone is like, yeah, we're glad the boy finally saw the lights. These are his fans. The same fans that were hating on Nasty C. The same fans that were saying David is whack, Junior is whack, are now saying, we're glad you saw the lights. We're glad you finally came back to your senses. Everyone in hip-hop is now kumbaya. Why are we kumbaya? Why are we kumbaya? Why aren't we seeing through this nigga's BS? I don't know, man. If you guys are not seeing through A-Reece's BS and you guys are just gonna sit there and beepy munch, has Nasty C responded to this tweet? Everyone is like, oh, okay, the thing is done, whatnot. We're still waiting for what Nasty C is gonna say. You know what I'm saying? We're still waiting for what he's gonna say. And we know Nasty, he's going to come out and say, no, it's cool, it is big for hip hop, whatnot. But that's not how he feels, bro. This guy put in energy the whole year. The whole year, this guy put in energy to promote his album. He was actually promoting 3 albums. He's promoting a rival who, for me, I kept saying this whole entire time, I kept saying that A-Reece would have never been put in the same position as Nasty C if he didn't keep poking Nasty C. We wouldn't be comparing these two. They're on 2 different levels. We'd never be comparing A-Reece to Nasty C if he wasn't told to poke Nasty C. The reason why A-Reece is even in the topic of being put with Nasty C is because he went against him. It's the Casper and AKA situation. The only thing keeping A-Reece relevant is Nasty C. He's the Casper in this situation. And I know you guys are gonna hate. You hating on Reece. I don't care at this point, bro. I seriously do not care at this point. Because what is this? Now we're bringing Shane from the dead. Nasty's gonna wake up Shane from the dead. He just brought back Casper from the dead last time he dropped an album. Now we're expecting him to bring back Shane. We're expecting him to give Reece a bit of hype again because he couldn't find a rollout. He found the perfect one for KTK because he had Usmaman. Now he looked for another one and he found it. Firstly, I think Nasty C shouldn't have said this whole thing.
Nasty C has just confirmed the song with A-Reece is coming soon.
If Stogie T has spoken about this publicly, but he tried to get us on a song together.
Yeah.
Right? But it was like, I think he knew that off rip there would be like a lot of hesitation, so he didn't tell me that Reece was on the song. He was just like, yo, I got this song, please do a hook for me. All right, I get the song, I do the hook, whatever that I die, I send it back to him, like, all right, I'm gonna work on a verse in the meantime, do what you do. You know? And then he sends it back to me like a couple weeks later. He's like, by the way, we have Reece and Muggs on this. I was like, what? How can you just skip over that? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So then when I heard that, I was like, okay, cool, get me his number, man. Let me call him again and see if we're really where I think we are. So I got his number, tried to call him, didn't pick up, texted him, and I was like, yo, I just did this song with Stogie. I didn't know you were gonna be on the song, but I'm still down to go ahead with this song. Where are we at before we do that?
Yeah.
Where are we right now? Are we not with each other or what? What's happening? And he was just like, nah, dude. What?
We're good.
Nah, not we're good, but like it's whatever, man. We're not beefing or whatever, you know.
Nasty C shouldn't have said this because this showed Reece that, hey, we cool. You know, you opened doors to him being able to use you, like how he used you when you booked him for the Ivyson tour. And then he wanted to use you by you guys sharing the stage together. That's not how it works, bro. It's my tour. I'm the main act. You guys need to wake up, bro. Reece is not doing this for hip-hop. Reece is not doing this for SA hip-hop. Reece is doing this for himself. Reece is doing this so he could top charts. Reece is doing this so he could sell.